The seventh sub question. Now see here, we have here x minus 3, x minus 4 the whole square, x minus 5, and then a constant. Now these are all factors which are multiplying with each other. We can write this as x minus 3. Instead of writing x minus 4 the whole square, we can split it into x minus 4 into x minus 4, and then write this factor x minus 5 and then minus 6. Now as we did in the fifth sub question, we have to see which constants when we add the sum will be the same. Like say suppose if I take now minus 3 and minus 4, if I add it will be minus 7. Minus 4 and minus 5, when I add it will be minus 9. So minus 7 and minus 9 are not the same. Okay, let me take now minus 4 and minus 4. If I add minus 4 and minus 4, it becomes minus 8. What about minus 3 and minus 5? When I add that also becomes minus 8. So I can take this term and this term together, this term and this term together. So this becomes now x minus 3 into x minus 5 into x minus 4 into x minus 4 and then minus 6. Now when multiplying, we take x, multiply with x minus 5, then take minus 3, multiply with x minus 5, and then after that here x minus 4 into x minus 4. So we can put here a square bracket, and here x minus 4 into x minus 4 is x minus 4 the whole square. That is, we can use a minus b the whole square formula, which is a square minus 2ab plus b square. What is a here? X. So a square will be x square minus 2ab. So 2 into a here is x, b here is 4. X a square minus 2ab plus b square. What is b? 4. So 4 square, close the bracket, minus 6. So this becomes here, you see that x minus 5, here we have multiplied, no? So we will multiply further. We will multiply x into x is x square, x into minus 5 is minus 5x, minus 3 into x is minus 3x, minus 3 into minus 5 is plus 15. Now here I have x square, minus 2 into 4 is minus 8, then I have x plus 4 square is 16 minus 6. So this becomes x square minus 5x minus 3x is minus 8x plus 15 into x square minus 8x plus 16 minus 6. So you see here we were trying to find the sum such that the sum of the constants is same. We were doing it for this only, so that we get here x square minus 8x and x square minus 8x, and then we can consider let x square minus 8x equal to a. Then what happens here? In place of x square minus 8x, we get a plus 15, and here this will be a plus 16. Okay, so we have here a plus 15 into a plus 16, and then this constant, that is minus 6. So now I multiply here a, take a and multiply with a plus 16 plus 15 into a plus 16, and then this minus 6. So multiplying a into a is a square, a into 16 is 16a, 15 into a is 15a, 15 into 16 will be 240 minus 6. So this becomes now a square plus 16a plus 15a will be 31a plus 240 minus 6, that is from 240 when we remove 6, this becomes plus 234. Okay, so now we have reached a trinomial. So we factorize it, writing here now sum and product. What is the sum? Coefficient of a, that is 31. What is the product? 1 into 234, that is 234. Now you have to find the factors of 234. You see that it is a multiple of 18. Okay, 18 goes in 234. See, 18 goes in 23 one time. Okay, so 18 goes in 23 one time. How much remains? 5. And in 54, 18 goes 3 times. So 18 and 13. So both the terms have to be plus because your product is plus. Plus the sum is also plus. So both will be plus. 18 plus 13 is 31. 18 into 13 is 234. So when I am factorizing here, what can I do? A square will be written as it is. Plus 234 is written as it is. Now the middle we will write 18a and 13a, or 18a plus 13a. So we write 18a plus 13a is equal to, now a is common in these two, so we put a bracket. A goes in a square 8 times. A goes in 18a 18 times. Now here plus 13a plus 234. 13 goes in 234. We just now said 18 into 13 is 234. So plus 13 bracket a. 13 into a, 13a. 13 goes in 234, we said 18 times. So now in these two terms a plus 18 is common. So we write a plus 18. And what is outside the bracket? A plus 13, right? So we got a plus 18 into a plus 13. Now what have we to do? Resubstitute. What resubstitute? A as x square minus 8x. So we write resubstituting a as x square minus 8x. X square minus 8x. This becomes, in place of a, x square minus 8x plus 18. What will be the other factor? In place of a, x square minus 8x. What is the constant? Plus 13. Now again we have got two trinomials. Let us see whether we can factorize it further. Okay, so sum and product. Now we see here, in this the sum is minus 8. The product is 18. If we see 18, the factors we know are 6 and 3. Okay, with the product plus, that means both should be plus or both should be minus. If both are plus, 6 plus 6 plus 3 will not be minus 8. Minus 6 minus 3 will not be minus 8. Okay, then we'll take the next pair of factors. Say suppose 9 and 2, right? 9 and 2 plus 9 plus 2 will be 18, but minus 9 minus 2 plus 9 plus 2, when you multiply it will be 18, but when we add both of them, will it be minus 8? No. If we take minus 9 minus 2, when multiplying it will be 18, but when adding minus 9 and minus 2 is minus 11, so we cannot take that. What is the last pair of factors left? 18 and 1, right? So the product is plus here. So plus 18 plus 1. When it is plus 18 plus 1, will it be minus 8? No. Minus 18 minus 1, will it be minus 8? No. So that means here this cannot be factorized further. We'll go to the next trinomial and see. You have here sum and product. What is the sum? Minus 8. What is the product? 1 into 13. So here minus 8 and here 13. Now factors of 13 are just 13 and 1, and the product is plus. So both are plus or both are minus. If both are plus, plus 13 plus 1, will you get minus 8? No. Minus 13 minus 1, will you get minus 8? That is also not possible. That means this second trinomial is also not factorizable. So the answer will be this itself, that is x square minus 8x plus 18 into x square minus 8x plus 13. In the fifth sub question, you saw that when we reached this stage, the first trinomial was not factorizable further, but the second trinomial was factorizable further. So we continue. But here in the seventh sub question, both are not factorizable further. So we stop here itself.